Hello everyone, this is Simply Stitch 888 and today I'm going to show you how to make this third mesh top that I make. It's my own pattern. I just created it by my own design, and the stitch that I made here, the stitch that I've used here is treble crochet stitch, treble stitch. So you can really see the detail of every stitch that I made. It's kind of like a shell cluster, and if you wear a black tank top inside, it would look see-through. And also I did a chain first on top. I did a 120 chain because this size is a large size, and after I chained 120 chain, and then I made a half double crochet, and then I started this first layer, and then so on and so on. But in the armhole, I stopped. This is the first part that I'm going to show you, and then how to put the armhole from both sides. I made it as a single crochet foundation chain, so it would hold tight the treble crochet because it's a big cluster here, so chain would not do it, so I have to make it a single crochet foundation chain. So it's 20 single crochet foundation chain, and it just fits on my body size, because while I'm doing that, I also fit it in. I try it on my arms, so I know whether if I have to decrease or increase the stitches. So after that, after I made this too, and then I started to do this part and so on. So it depends on you how long you wanted to make this treble crochet. So that's it. It's easy, and just at the back, you can see the back, because what I did here is as I marked this center for the back part, so you would know which is the back part. So that's it. I hope you would like it, and please subscribe, and thank you, and let's get started. So here are the things we're gonna need in making this treble mesh top. Cotton yarn, color of your choice. You would use about 3 skeins of this kind of yarn, and size I hook for size large, and a tapestry needle to weave in those ends, some stitch markers for the armhole, and scissors. Okay, so I'm going to show you first how to make this top part here. It's about 3 layers of this cluster shell, and I started with the chain of 120. So it depends on your body size. If you're about XL to double XL, you should just chain in 130 or 140, but you must also always fit it in on top of your on your shoulder, like from the other shoulder to the other side, so you would know if it's not gonna fall. You don't want to fall down the mesh top, right? So it's just gonna hang on the very tip of your shoulder. So when you do a chain, you must fit it in. Just put it on top of your shoulder, so you would know if you would want to start it with that count. So this is 120, and it's just exact the way I want it to be, the style. It's kind of like off shoulders, but it's not fall. It doesn't fall. So we're just going to make 120 chain. So let's start it with the basic slip knot. So I'm gonna do 120 chain. So do 120 chain, not too tight and not too loose, using size I hook. Then after you have your 120 chain, I'll meet you there. Okay, so after you already had your 120 chain, you're just going to attach it together. Make sure that the chain is not twisted. So just gonna slip stitch to the first chain, like that. Then we're going to make a chain 1, then half double crochet on the next stitch, yarn over, put your hook on the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull it 3 loops. Okay, so do that again all the way around until you get to the very first chain. Actually, when you already have like this, you try it on your shoulder. This is the part, the very first thing I wanted you to do, so you would know the exact count where you're going to start. So you're going to try it on and put it on top of your shoulder. See if it's on the both end of your shoulder, left to right, and if it doesn't fall, if it's not too big, then that's the right size. Just, you know, it's just the tip of your shoulder. Okay, then you're just going to make the half double crochet in each stitch around. Because we're gonna do a shell cluster, and it's a bigger, it's treble crochet, so it has to be started with the half double crochet to hold it. Okay, so do a half double crochet all the way around until you get to the beginning chain, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so I'm back now here with our first round. I already finished the half double crochet all the way around, and we're just going to attach it on top of this chain, not on this first chain but on the second chain here. I'm just going to slip stitch like that, and then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this stands for the first treble crochet. Then we're going to make our first treble crochet cluster. We're just going to yarn over twice. Then we're going to put our hook on the same stitch, yarn over, pull it through. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull it through 2, you have still 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull it 2. Okay, so that's your first treble crochet, but since we have this chain 4, that stands for the first treble crochet, so we already have 2. Then we're going to chain 1 for the space. Then we're going to make again 2 treble crochet on the same stitch, so yarn over twice, put your hook on the same stitch, yarn over, pull it through, pull through 2, 2, and 2. Okay, then do it again. So we're making our first cluster. So that's what it's gonna be, just like this. Okay, so this, when you started in this with the knot, the beginning chain, we're always gonna end up here So this part would be the back part of the top, just like this. This is the back part. So we're always gonna start here, end here, and then start here. Okay, so after that we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th chain we're going to make our cluster again there. Put your hook on that 4th chain. Okay, so each in every 4th chain we're going to make this kind of cluster shell, treble crochet. Okay, and then chain 1, always chain 1 on the space, then do a treble crochet again on the same stitch. So we have 4 treble crochet on the same stitch. Just like that. Okay, so we're just going to make that all the way around up to here. I'm gonna attach it in here. So next, after you had your 4th treble crochet, you're just gonna wrap twice, then 1, 2, 3, skip 3 chain, and then on the 4th put your hook there, yarn over, and then make a treble crochet again. Two treble crochet, and then chain 1 for the space. We don't want to do chain 2 because it would make too big, you know, too wider for the space. So just chain 1, then make again 2 treble crochet. So you have 4 treble crochet in each cluster. Okay, so do that every, skip 3 chain, skip 3 stitches, and then on the 4th do again a treble crochet, and just do that repeatedly up till you come here, up till we meet the beginning cluster. Then I'll see. Okay, so I have completed the round 2 for this part. We're just going to attach at the very top of this chain 4 here. I'm just gonna slip stitch there. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch on the middle here on this space, so we'll get to the center. Then we're gonna chain 4 again, just like that. Okay, then we're gonna start again our cluster shell on this space. So we are now at the round 3. Okay, then chain 1, then do again on the same space, treble crochet, two treble crochet, then chain 1, and then 2 treble crochet. That's our cluster shell. So that's how we get to the top part. So you're just going to do it again in each space, the chain 1 space in each cluster. I'm just going to do again this shell on the top. So you're going to do it all the way around until you get to, again, to the beginning chain here. So you're going to make like 3 rounds of it. So it's just the same pattern. When you get to the last cluster, you're just gonna slip stitch at the very top, and then slip stitch again to the center, the middle, the chain 1 space, and then do again, so until you make a 3 layer of this. Okay, so you're already done with round 1, round 2, and then you're making the round 3. But I am going to make mine a different color on this, on round 2. So I'm gonna use white. So it's up to you. You can use the same color if you want, like this. This is the variegated yarn, that's why it's changing. But I'm going to make it like red white, like a stripe. So if you want to change color, like what I'm gonna do, you're just gonna when you're at the last cluster, you're just gonna attach the color B, as we've said, as we called it, this color A and color B. So you're just gonna attach it like this. This is how you change the color. This is how I do it. So that's like that. You're just gonna slip stitch the color B to color A. And then I'm going to make a knot here so it will not unwrap. Then you can just stitch it later there, hiding the tail. Then after that you're ready. Okay, so you can just slip stitch again to the center here, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then make your cluster shell. Chain 1, then do again 2, the same space, chain 1 space. Just want to try this 2 color, that's why I'm doing this. So it's up to you if you want just one color, just do it one color, or do use a variegated one, or 2 different color. So I just showed you how I changed color. So that's how we made it. So I'm just gonna continue doing this color in the second layer, and then I'm gonna end up here, and then I'm gonna get again the old color to make this color, the red one. So do all the way cluster shell in each space until you get here. So make a 3 layer like this. So when you do that, I'll meet you. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how to change color when you're doing what I'm doing. This is how I'm gonna change the color to red again. Oh, by the way, you don't have to cut it. Okay, don't cut the color A that you have. So if you're doing this changing color, so you're just gonna slip stitch the color A again, and then leave this like that. Can you see it? Just leave the color B, and then pick up this color A again, and then you're just gonna yarn over, and then pull it through there, and then yarn over, pull it through. So that's how it used to be, but it's gonna be like this at the back. So if you don't want to be like, if you don't want your work to be like this, I'll just suggest that you're just gonna use a one color or a variegated color like this. It's just my suggestion, but I'm just doing this 2 color. I'm just trying out what it's gonna turn out. But anyway, when you're doing the as I've said, you can just pause and rewind back again how to make you can just see the first layer that I did, how to make this cluster at the top. I'm just gonna slip stitch like this, and then slip stitch again on well, actually this is changing color, so we're just gonna slip stitch again to this, and then going to the middle, slip stitch. So I did 2 slip stitch here, and then just gonna chain 4 and then make the treble crochet. So this is how you make a treble crochet again. So yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Okay, and then chain 1, then yarn over twice, pull it through 2, 2 and 2. So you can just find a other tutorial for treble crochet. So if you're still confused with what I'm doing, so that's how you go up to the 3rd layer by changing the color. But if you're confused in doing this, again, I'm telling you, just use a one color. So it's just continuously just gonna slip stitch and then slip stitch here in the middle and then chain 4. So it's, you know, it's easy for you. Or if you want different color, this is the good one, you know. Look for variegated color for cotton yarns. There's a lot of different colors to choose from, or designs. So that's it. So I'm on the 3rd row now. I'm just keep doing this cluster shells every chain 1 space. So again, it's 2 treble crochet or triple crochet, and then chain 1 and then 2 again on the same space. 2 triple crochet or treble stitch, it's just the same. You can also like move it like here on this side, so you still have space to put the 2, so it's not hard for you to put it there, to place the 2 on that space, because it's just only chain 1, so you can just do that. You can just fix it there on the side, so you still have the space here for the other 2. You know, this pattern is so easy. It's really easy to make. I'm just showing you my easy pattern, so it's easy for you to do it by your own. Not too complicated. It's just depends on your size, you know. So I haven't tried in a double XL or triple XL. I haven't done this before. So if you have any questions of the size, you just I begin with the chain, because with my size I did a chain of 120. I'm size large, so maybe I think for size XL it would be 130 or 135. Start with a chain like that, or and double XL would be like 140. You just have to try it on first, you know, on your shoulder, so because that's the first part you're gonna begin with, you know. So Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this third layer for this crochet on this part, and then I'm gonna show you how to make for this armhole here. So just do that until you get to the beginning, then I'll see you there.